Good evening and welcome back to the VR Master League. I do apologize. We had some technical difficulties on the VRML 1 channel, but we are here, or at least I am right now. I am Pinch Nerve, and on the cameras is the wonderful H Penny 2. Hey, tonight we're going to have two matches, but first up is going to be Polaris versus Extraterrestrials. And this promises to be an exciting match. We have Extraterrestrials. They are a diamond team. So far, they're 2-0. Last season, they were 15-10. This team has been around since season 4. They are experienced players. Their roster also appears to be very similar to season 6. The only change I'm noticing is it's YOLO Man. Polaris, on the other hand, hey, they're a brand new team, but don't make the mistake of thinking these are inexperienced players. These players have come from the teams of W, Ambulance, Giggles, Tensor. They've won both of their teams, both of their games extremely convincingly, but I suspect Extraterrestrials won't make it so easy for them. And both teams are ready, and we are going to have that neutral joust. Out of the tubes they come. It is going to be grabbed by Polaris. Polaris is going to slap it forward. It's BK sending it toward the bubble, but not quite in. Over to Avoid, and Avoid puts it in for the first 2 points of the game. On Polaris, by the way, we have Avoid, Voodoo, BK Hemi, and Banana Man. For Extraterrestrials is Lardo, Nick T, Cream, and it's YOLO Man. And out of the tubes for an Extraterrestrials offensive joust, it's YOLO Man is going to grab that disc, going to send it over to that right side, over to Lardo. Lardo is going to forward along. Doesn't look like there's anyone there to catch it except for Banana Man, who's going to send it over to Voodoo. Voodoo's going to kind of juke around, dancing over to Avoid, and Avoid is trying to avoid that pressure. It's going to be back over to Banana Man. Banana Man's going to reset that all the way back to Avoid, and back in that double diamond area is going to send it up and across to Voodoo. Voodoo slowing it down, taking their time, dancing along that wall. It's going to be up and over to Banana Man, but stolen away by Lardo and rejected. It is all the way out that right tunnel, but oh, look at that stack, and Avoid is able to send that right back in the bubble, but Cream is there. Cream doesn't want it in the goal. It's going to go right back out too. It's YOLO Man. YOLO Man's going to walk it forward right through that mid as that beautiful pass into the bubble. Who's there? It's Avoid, sending it right back out through the right tunnel. It's not going to make the bubble, but who is going to get there first? The stacks are flying by. It's Lardo grabbing that disc, going to send it out toward that right side. Geometry is going to get in the way. It's going to be recovered by BK Hemi. It's going to be sent down, but not a good pass, and picked off by Cream, sending it right back out that left tunnel. But the stacks are there. Banana Man is able to grab the disc in their own bubble, do a little avoiding, and send it out to that right side, but picked off by its YOLO Man and that stack. However, they give it up to Avoid. Avoid's going to send it up and over, and Extraterrestrials are not able to grab it, and Voodoo puts it in for 2 more points. They are now up by 4. And the cameraman just told me I should take a breath every now and then. Apparently, breathing is important when you're doing solo casting. Hey, like I would know this. Out of the tubes, it is Extraterrestrials, and it's YOLO Man has that disc on the nest. I'm going to draw a person out, send that gently across over to Lardo, and Lardo taking their time. There is no hurry. We have over 7 minutes remaining, but it is picked off by BK Hemi. Going to be sent across, but it's YOLO Man is able to grab it right back and sends it all the way into the orange bubble. It's Cream there, takes a shot, but not good. It's going to bounce right back out of the bubble, and BK Hemi with their stack partner, but knocked back down. It is just going back and forth, chasing the disc down. It is going to be Avoid, going by that shield under, takes a shot, beautiful top pocket, and Polaris is up by 6. Whew. Okay, when they score, I can breathe. How's that sound? Hey, Great seeing everybody in the Twitch chat. I do apologize that we had to change channels at the last moment. Hopefully, you can let people know and so they can join us as well. It's YOLO Man with that disc, very patiently waiting. Gonna send that down and across to Cream. Cream is gonna hang out in that trap area, look for those options, sends it up and across, but none of their teammates are there. The stack it is Larder with the disc and is trying to reset it back, but no. Banana Man is able to pick that off and sends it back. Avoid is able to grab it and sends it the rest of the way through, but Lardo is right there to say, nope, we're done letting you score. It's going back the other way. And back the other way it does go into the orange bubble. Who grabs it? It is Cream and takes a shot, and the Extraterrestrials are on the board. Oh, thank you for scoring so I could breathe. By the way, the team names are on the wrong sides. Oh, it's been fixed. Great. Hey, it's a Polaris offensive joust with Avoid and grabbing that disc. Gonna send it to the left, but right back to Avoid. Avoid's gonna try the right side this time. Over to BK Hemi. BK Hemi sending it up and over to Voodoo, who once again resets it to Avoid. This team knows what they're doing. They're playing it slow and passing it around. It's over to BK Hemi. Up, but not a good pass. It's going to float right back out of that bubble. However, Voodoo is able to recover that, sends it back to Avoid once again, and Avoid's going to put it in for a beautiful 3-point underhand shot. Polaris is now up by 7 points. However, we have 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And I'm going to take a breath. One of the really bad things about VRML 2 is that y'all can't give me hydrates, which means I'm going to be completely dehydrated by the end of this round. It is Extraterrestrials with the disc. Gets over to Cream now. Cream's going to get on that floor area, slowing things down, evaluating, looking. Going to reset it all the way back to It's YOLO Man. It's YOLO Man sends it up and across, but nobody's there to catch it. Avoid is able to grab that disc and sends it right back out through that right tunnel. And we have players coming. There they are. It is Banana Man. But no, what a beautiful save. It is set right back out. And it's going to bounce around free. It's going to be grabbed by Lardo, who's trying to send it the rest of the way, but no, gets stunned out. But wait, that disc does go back. It is in the orange bubble, or close enough. It's going to be grabbed by Nick T. Nick T just kind of shoves it up there. I'm not sure what the intention was, but it's going to be a turnover to Voodoo. He's going to send it out through that mid area, and look at the stacking and the leech. It's not a good shot. Oh, it is a good shot, and Polaris is now up by 9. That was a really nice leech, by the way. And now Polaris is up by 9. The score is 11-2, and we have just over 3 minutes remaining. This time I'm going to take a drink as well. On the joust, it's YOLO Man. It's YOLO Man. Gonna walk it out, watching that pressure. You can just watch the head and see how they're evaluating the entire arena. But it is going to be a wild throw there, and it is picked off by BK Hemi, who sends it up, but not quite caught. It is recovered by It's YOLO Man. It's YOLO Man going to send it across, not caught once again, and it is Avoid. Going to try to get out through the left tunnel, but the geometry gets in the way. Voodoo is able to grab the disc, sends it right over to Banana Man, who takes a shot, but the nest geometry is in the way once again. It's Avoid at the top of the bubble, goes for a shot, but no, off the ding ring and picked off by Lardo, who's going to send that out, but not all the way. It's YOLO Man is there. He's going to send it the rest of the way through the tunnel, but again, it's not quite as far as I think they intended. A lot of jousting going on there for that disc. It's YOLO Man has it. Going to pass it up and across to Nick T. Nick is going to send it over, but not caught. And it's a free-floating disc once again. BK Hemi is able to grab it, send it out through the right side. It's up in that top trench area. And there is Avoid taking the shot. 3 points. And Polaris is now up by 12. And we have less than 2 minutes remaining.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Ooh. All right. We are going to see an offensive joust by the Extraterrestrials. Out of the tubes they come. It's YOLO Man. Going to send it over to the left. It's going to be picked up by absolutely nobody. It's free floating disc, and it is chased down by Polaris, and Avoid sends it right back into the blue bubble. It's going to bounce around there. Who grabs it? It's Voodoo. Takes the shot, 2 points, and Polaris is now up by 14 points. I'm not sure if Extraterrestrials can recover from this. There is just over 1 minute remaining.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Alrighty, once again, we have an Extraterrestrials joust. It's going to be out of the tubes. It's YOLO Man grabs that disc, sends it over to the left. It is picked up by Cream. Cream's going to send it up and over, but not to a teammate. Polaris is able to grab that disc. It's Avoid, sends it right back in, not quite into the bubble, but the stacks are there. It is Voodoo taking the shot. Another 3 points, and Polaris is now up by 17 points with about 30 seconds remaining. We're getting real close to that magic M word. However, Extraterrestrials does have that offensive joust. Out of the tubes they come. It's YOLO Man. Gonna send it to the right this time, but no. Picked off by Banana Man. Takes the shot, but the shield gets in the way, and it's picked off by It's YOLO Man. Forward along into the tunnel, and it's Avoid sending it right back. Avoid to Banana Man. Banana Man's gonna go for the shot, but it's too low. Voodoo does get the disc. Voodoo loses the disc at the post. 5, 4, come on, we got that time. It's Avoid putting it in the back of the goal and gets the 22 points over 2 at the very last second. But don't go away, because you know what? We still have round 2. And I'm going to pause to have a little beverage. Alrighty, hey, you know what? These are great teams. These are diamond tier teams. Don't make any mistake thinking these are poor teams. These are very good teams, and they are trying to get into that Challenger Cup and then into the Master Tier. And then at the end of the season, the Master Tier finals. And the winner of the finals, or at least the top 2 teams, will go to the grand finals. And it's super special this year. This year, the grand finals will be a live event in Denver, Colorado on June 3rd and 4th. VRML will be hosting a convention in Denver, Colorado. It's not going to be just Echo. We're also going to have Blaston and Ultimex there. It will be amazing. Get into the Discord channel, the Discord server, scroll all the way up at the top of the channel list, and you'll find events. Click on that for much more information. June 3rd, June 4th. You really want to be there, not only to meet the players and watch them compete, but to also meet the casters, meet the moderators, meet all the people that make VRML work. It is going to be a fabulous event. And for those watching, you know, we had a timeout between rounds. It looked like Banana Man had lost their connection. However, I do see that Banana Man is back. So hopefully they'll be unpausing that game, and we can continue for that round 2. And I do hear that that timer is going. So here we go for a neutral joust in 12 seconds. All right, here we go for another neutral joust. This is round 2. Out of the tubes they come, and it is grabbed very quickly by Polaris. Not held on to, but it's a floating disc. It's anyone's disc that's going to get in that bubble. It is YOLO Man able to grab that disc, sends it out of their bubble. It is not under control. However, it's going to be slapped across. No, it's Voodoo who gets that disc, dancing along the ceiling. What a pretty dance. Over to Avoid. Avoid slowing it down in that back area, trying to avoid a defender. It's over to Voodoo. Voodoo slowly going into that bubble area. Going to pass it down, but it is not caught, and Avoid is able to grab that disc and avoid a loss of possession. It's Voodoo with the disc, bounce it off that top area, and it is stolen away and cleared all the way out of the bubble by the Extraterrestrials. However, Avoid once again is back there. Over to Banana Man. Banana Man over to BK Hemi. And into the bubble. A little juke there. A pass to top, but a teammate was not there. It's going to be Banana Man and back once again to Avoid. Avoid's going to send it over to Banana Man. Down to Voodoo. Takes the shot. And Polaris is on the board.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Alrighty, we will have another Extraterrestrials offensive joust. And out of the tubes they come. It's going to be grabbed by its YOLO Man. Gonna slow it down in that nest area and very slowly bring that forward, avoiding the defender. Gonna pass it forward, but once again it is picked off by BK Hemi, but they lose it and it's gonna be floating back. It's Lard who has the disc. It's gonna be Cream now. Cream's gonna look for that shot. No, a pass to Nick T, takes the shot, 3 points, and the Extraterrestrials not only are on the board, but have their first lead of this match.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Alrighty, and a rare offensive joust by the Polaris team. Out of the tubes they come. It is Avoid with that disc. Void's going to bring it up slowly to the and pass it to the left over to Banana Man. Banana Man looking for those lanes, looking for that option. Going to pass it all the way across, but it is missed. It's a free floating disc. It's grabbed by Lardu, who sends it back out to the left, but Avoid was right there, grabs the disc, and is going to send it forward to Voodoo. Voodoo's going to look for that bubble. No, not going to. Yes! Banana Man is able to grab the disc, scores the 2 points, and Polaris has retaken the lead. It is 4-3, and we have over 7 minutes remaining.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Alrighty, another offensive joust by the Extraterrestrials. Out of the tubes they come. It's YOLO Man with that disc. Little dance there. Going to pass it over to the right. It is not a clean pass. It's going to float all the way into the bubble and recovered by Avoid. And Avoid's going to send it up and over to Voodoo. Voodoo over the top, and it is not caught. However, Banana Man is there approaching that bubble, takes the shot, and 3 points. Polaris is now up by 4 quite quickly. We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. It will be another Extraterrestrials offensive joust. And out of the tubes they come. It's YOLO Man. It's YOLO Man's going to send it down that time into the trap area, but it's going to bounce off the geometry, allowing Voodoo to grab that disc. But Nick T is able to recover it, get it right back, sends it up into the mid area over to It's YOLO Man, going for that low down bounce shot, but no, it is not in. It's going to be, almost recovered, but stunned and slapped back. It's going to be BK Hemi grabbing that disc, sending it all the way into the blue bubble, but the stacks for Extraterrestrials were there. So was Polaris. However, it is Lardo with the disc sending it out. They get stunned out in that tunnel, however. Looks like it's BK Hemi grabbing that disc, sending it back through mid. However, Extraterrestrials and Nick T is able to grab it, sends it through that left tube. And it's YOLO Man's going to take a beautiful shot from that lower trench in the goal. And they now have 6 points. However, they are still down by 1, but they certainly making a recovery here. We have over 5 minutes remaining. And out of the tubes, it's Polaris. The disc being grabbed by Avoid. Avoid's going to send it over to the left, BK Hemi, and BK Hemi going to pass it all the way across, but Banana Man was not in position to catch it. However, Voodoo is in there to stun him away. Cream is able to grab that disc for Extraterrestrials. Going to pass it over to It's YOLO Man. It's YOLO Man watching where they go. Going to take a long pass into that bubble area. The stack is not there to grab it. And Polaris and Avoid are able to grab the disc and send it all the way back through that left tunnel. However, oh no, it is Avoid taking another 3-point shot, putting Polaris up by 6. We have 4 minutes and about 20 seconds remaining in this game. I'll tell you, Extraterrestrials is looking a lot better this second round. Out of the tubes they come. It's Yellow Man. Doing a little dance there to avoid the pressure. Can send it down through that trench. Oh, but Avoid is able to grab that disc, sends it back through that left tunnel where a stack awaits, and a long shot that does not quite get in there. However, Banana Man does grab that disc, but a beautiful save by Cream. Rejected and sent back out. It's in Lardo's hand. Lardo is going to take that. No, it's not a shot, but Avoid is going to grab it anyway. And Avoid, dancing in that post area, sends it out through the right tunnel, and it's a pass to Banana Man. Banana Man sending it all the way across over to Voodoo. Voodoo bouncing along that ceiling area, gets stunned out. The disc comes out, and it's going to get slapped right out of the bubble. However, Avoid is there. Avoid seems to be everywhere. Lardo is able to send that back out of the bubble, but once again, Avoid is there. Gets stunned out, but a teammate recovers. It is now Voodoo with the disc, sending it over to BK Hemi. BK Hemi down to Banana Man. Banana Man on that bottom, but a beautiful save by Nick T, and sent right back out of the bubble. That disc is going to be, oh, wow. It is Voodoo with the disc, but no, yes. Back and forth that disc goes. And Polaris is now up by 6. But they're having to work a whole lot harder for these points. And we're going to have an Extraterrestrials offensive joust. And out of the tubes they come. It's going to be grabbed by, it's Yellow Man. Going to send over to the right into the tube, and it is Cream who's able to catch that disc cleanly, sends it forward into the tunnel. Who is there? Who is not there? That disc is floating free. It is going to be slapped around. Nobody seems to be grabbing that disc. There it is. It's Cream. Going to send it back and across. Nobody is there. It's finally Lardo looked like they were going to get it, but gets stunned out. It's Yellow Man is able to grab the disc bouncing in that ceiling and pass it over to Cream. Cream in that top area. Not yet taking a shot. Got stunned out, and Banana Man is able to grab the disc and sends it back out through that left tunnel. And here comes BK Hemi. Going to put it right back in the goal for another 2 points. Polaris is now up by 12. At least I think it's 12. I have to add that up in my head. Oh no, it's 8. We only have 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. See, I can't do math very well. Out of the tubes they come. It's Yellow Man. It's Yellow Man, just slowing it down at this point. Get rid of that stack there, send it across to Nick T. Nick T floating it forward, looking all around, takes that long pass or shot, I'm not sure. It's going to be slapped across over to Cream. Cream backing up just a little bit, probably waiting for their team to get in position and avoiding that player. It looks like Banana Man they're avoiding. It's going to be passed over to It's Yellow Man. It's Yellow Man in that floor area, trying to get into that bubble area, but getting a lot of pressure. It's going to be passed over to Nick T. Nick T throws it. Oh, it's picked off by Avoid and slapped out of Avoid. However, Banana Man is there, and It's Yellow Man takes it right back. But no, Voodoo takes it back again. Over to Banana Man. Banana Man's going to just dance along that ceiling. A nice long pass over to Voodoo. Voodoo coming toward that bubble, but resets it back, and it is Avoid once again with that disc. They still have a player behind them. They're going to walk it across into that bubble over to Banana Man. Banana Man take the shot, but no, it's not in. That disc floats all the way out of the bubble, and Nick T is going to hang out in that trap or that trench area, send it all the way out through that mid area. It's going to be Voodoo picking up that disc. We have 15 seconds remaining. It's back into the blue zone. It's going in. It's Lardo who grabs that disc, sends it out through the right tunnel via a Geo, and it's going to be floating free. Who grabs it? It is Avoid. Avoid has that disc, and they're just going to kill the clock here. And that's it. That is round 2, and Polaris has won this match in 2 rounds. Folks, this is a great game, but it's not over. We have one more game for you tonight that will be starting in just a couple minutes. Facial Confusion and Olympus. And I will be joined by Jeep Girls. But for now, I'm Pinch Nerve, and on the cams has been H. Penny. We'll be right back.
welcome back. Wow. Okay, well, I am no longer Pinch Nerve, obviously. I am Jeep Girls. With me in the casting booth is Pinch Nerve, and of course, running cams is H Penny. We are so glad to be here and bring you some more fantastic Echo. This match is going to be Olympus as they take on Spatial Confusion. How are you, Pinch Nerve?
Exhausted. Nobody, they don't tell you you're supposed to breathe when you're casting solo. It's like, come on, someone score so I can take a breath, please. I'm doing great. I love this game. I love casting this game. Hey, we got two great teams playing tonight. We have Olympus. They're a platinum team. They have a 1-1 record. They've been around since season 5. They're on orange with Maddie, Rye Kenna, Frostbite, and Dipped Potato. And on blue is Spatial Confusion. They're high gold with a 2-1 record with Wooglin, Spike, Yes Mark Ramsey, and Corny Witch.
Yep, and we are ready to go, bringing you the match right here, right now. Oh, let's go. We are quickly for a neutral joust. Gonna grab that disc and be Spatial. Spatial gonna send it high in down. Ooh, all the way down, but the stack is there. Frostbite grabbing that disc quickly, returning it right back to the midfield. We're gonna have to chase that one down. Rakina Jax picks it up, moving out of the way and able to dodge the Spatial Confusion team, sending that disc all the way down to the bubble. Oh my goodness, Dip Potato with it now right in the bubble, and it's going to be good. And Olympus is on the board with 9 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Oh, but that's a whole lot of time. That was a very pretty shot from a very steep angle. However, it is going to be an offensive joust by the Spatial Confusion. And out of the tubes they come. That disc is going to be grabbed by Corny Witch. Going to send it over to the left. Over to, yes, it's Mark Ramsey. It's going to be, it's picked off by Rye Kenna. But no, Mark Ramsey is able to grab that disc, bounces it off the shield. Corny Witch grabs that disc, sends it across over to, the wrong team. It's Dipped Potato who's going to steal that disc, send it back across through that right tunnel. Doesn't quite get out of there, and Wooglin is able to grab it, sends it all the way across over to Spike. Spike back to Wooglin, and over across, but not quite caught by Corny Witch. It's going to be bouncing along the ceiling, grabbed by Frostbite, send it across to that left tunnel through Dip Potato, taking that long shot and off the backboard for 3 points. Olympus is now up by 5.
They are. That was quite a shot. A very nice 34-meter shot there to get those 3 points on the board. Dip Potato coming in really well in this game so far, getting both those goals. Jazz Advantage going over to Spatial Confusion right now as they grab that disc. It's Corny Witch. Corny Witch going to send that one down all the way through the tunnel, but the stack is there to retrieve it, sending it right back into the bubble with no one home on defense. Oh, a missed opportunity there, but it's going to be followed up by Rakina Jax for the points. And Olympus is taking a solid lead.
They certainly are. Spatial Confusion seems to be off to a slightly slow start. But you know what? I know these players, and I know they will most certainly pick it up. And here we have an offensive joust by Spatial Confusion. It's going to be grabbed by Corny Witch and send it over to the right this time to Wooglin. Wooglin's going to send it all the way across to, yes, Mark Ramsey. And it gets sent down into that trenched area and picked off by Dip Potato. Going to send it up, but not quite in the goal. Who's there first? It's Maddie. Takes the shot. 2 points. And Olympus is up by 9.
Olympus is definitely putting in some excellent work tonight. Very, very nice teamwork coming in on them. So far, 3 out of the 4 of them have points on the board, so that's pretty exciting. Jazz Advantage going back over to Spatial Confusion right now as they come out and grab that disc. It's going to be Corny Witch with it. Corny Witch is going to pass it down into the tunnel in the hands of Yes Mark Ramsey, who's going to quickly turn that one around, sending it back across the arena. Not quite going to connect, and that is going to give Maddie the opportunity to grab it, sending it down. Nice stack work coming in for Olympus. That disc is going right back into the hands of Corny Witch. Going to send it forward. And it's going to be down into the trench. Corny Witch going to try to get to it. There we go. And, oh, no, just kidding. That stack from Olympus is going to get to it. Now, the Olympus stack, I don't know if you've noticed, but their stacks are really, really aggressive. Frostbite with another beautiful goal there for Olympus. But, Pinch Nerve, their stacks are really aggressive. And I think that they are, every single time, they are beating Spatial Confusion to that disc just based on that stack.
Yes, they are. Well, there's also a couple not great passes by Spatial Confusion that seems to be giving opportunity, but it is Corny Witch with that disc. Going to float it forward, send it over to the left, over to, yes, Mark Ramsey. And Mark Ramsey is going to gently walk that across. Going to get rid of it. Over to Woogland. Woogland's going to send it across to Corny Witch, but not caught. It is a free floating disc once again. It's going to be
Here we
picked
go.
off, but no, Spike is able to grab it. Oh, but Maddie's able to grab it right back and send it out. Spike is able to recover it over to Woogland. Woogland's going to send it across to Corny Witch, who is not able to catch that disc. Over to Frostbite, grabs it, and Dip Potato's going to send it out of the zone. But the stacks are there. It is Rykenna and picked off by Corny Witch. But no, Rykenna grabs it back. It's back and forth. It's Maddie. No, it's Spike. It is Spike once again, sending it out. But no, Frostbite picks off that clear. And this is just chaos. It is Dip Potato now with that disc in the bubble, gets stunned out. They're both stunned out. It is Maddie now with the disc, sends it clear out of the bubble. However, it's going to be grabbed by Frostbite. He's going to try to send it back in through Dip Potato. Dip Potato took a shot, but off the ding ring. Going to give opportunity to Spike to get that disc, but no, Dip Potato grabs it, sends it down, not in, and oh, it's Spike. It's out. I can't even keep track of this disc anymore. It's Frostbite finally. No, it's not Frostbite. It's somebody. It is Frostbite. It's going to be passed all the way across to Maddie. Maddie's going to bring it into that bubble and send it right back out. It's going to be a free floating disc. There's nobody quite there yet. It is slapped out by Spatial Confusion, and here come the stacks. It is going to be, oh, that just bounced off the goal. Oh, that was painful. But it is Woogland with the disc, and Woogland's going to walk it down in that trench area, send it up and across over to Corny Witch, and Corny Witch walking it toward that bubble, takes the shot. No, it's Yes Mark Ramsey. It's saved by Rykenna and sent out.
That disc is going to be right down into the blue end of the arena, and they're going to fight to get to that. It's going to be Dip Potato picking that one up. Dip Potato going to send it right back down to the hands of Rykenna Jax. They are moving so very confidently right now through the arena. Olympus is taking their time, making some very nice passes, collecting themselves, sending that disc all the way into the bubble. Frostbite going to get stunned out and stolen by Woogland. Woogland's going to send that one right out. Not going to make it as it gets hung up on the Geo. But Rykenna Jax sends it right back into the bubble area there with Dip Potato holding on to that one now and avoiding Yes Mark Ramsey. Gets that disc right back out. Oh boy, man, they are changing possession. What a save by Corny Witch. Gonna send that disc right back through, trying to get through the midfield area. Everybody is there. Rykenna Jax is the one to come out with the disc, though. Gonna spin that one around, sending it high all the way down into the bubble and off the back wall. Dip Potato is there. Will they be able to get a hand on it? Nope, it's gonna be Spike. Spike grabbing that disc, making a great clear. Oh, those darn Geos.
It is Spike. It's sent through that mid area, but it's going to be, oh, it's back and forth once again. It's Frostbite with that disc in that left tunnel, going up in the top area. It definitely getting a whole lot of pressure. Is able to shake off the pressure. Going to send it over to Rykenna Jax. And Rykenna Jax is going to send it forward over to Dip Potato. Dip Potato resets it back to Rykenna. And Rykenna slowing this down. We have less than 3 minutes remaining. It's over to Frostbite. Frostbite's going to send it right back to Rykenna. Rykenna's going to send it right back to Frostbite. We're going to have a little game of catch here just to kill the clock. It looks like that is exactly what they're doing. This is 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. This is a dangerous game, however. You make one mistake, and, well, that certainly wasn't a mistake. Maddie is able to make the 2 points, and Olympus is now up by 13.
Okay, but Spatial Confusion did do something different there. They have slowed this game down. It had been 3.5 minutes since they scored. So they're definitely making some changes in their defense, and they have been able to slow down the pace just a bit. Yes, Mark Ramsey with that disc right now, turning that one around, sending it all the way down into the hands of Woogland. Woogland going to make the shot, and it is good, and Spatial Confusion is on the board. Let's hope that that's the momentum that they need, and they're able to keep rolling with that.
Absolutely, because you know what? We always want 3 rounds. So, you know what? Round 2 to Spatial Confusion, so we get that 3rd round. Hey, it's Olympus on the offensive joust, and out of the tubes they come. It is Maddie with the disc. Maddie is in absolutely no hurry. Going to send it over to the right into that tube, and it is Dip Potato who's able to grab that disc. Going to send it all the way across over to Maddie once again. Maddie's going to send it forward to Frostbite. Frostbite's going to hang out in that trench area, just watching and waiting, but slowly advancing. They're in the bubble. It is Frostbite dancing in front of it and takes the shot and makes the goal for 2 more points. Olympus is now up by 13 points, and we have just about a minute remaining.
We do have a minute remaining as Joust goes back over to Spatial Confusion. We have Yo Romeo down there in the Twitch chat saying this is just a warm up round, and round two is going to be different. Let's. I hope so. I hope so. I would love to see a third round, so I'm really pulling for that. We're going to send that just right through into the hands of Spike. Spike going to send it all the way down into the trap area, but it is going to be picked up by Dip Potato. They are going to send that disc right back down into the bubble and across. That was close. And right into the hands of Rykena Jax. Rykena is spinning that one around, moving it in for the goal. There is Dip Potato, and they take a 15-point lead.
Yes, they do, and that's a pretty tough lead. We only have 20 seconds remaining. However, it is a spatial confusion offensive joust, and this is important for momentum. Out of the tubes they come. It is going to be grabbed by Corny Witch. Corny Witch is immediately going to send it over to the right, but it is not a caught disc. It's going to bounce down in that trench area, recovered by Yes Mark Ramsey, stolen away by Rykena. Rykena down in that lower area is going to take a slow shot, but it is not going in, and that will conclude round one with Olympus 17 and Spatial Confusion 2.
Yep, and they have. I hope that they'll take a second here and take advantage of that pause rule where you can pause between the rounds for up to 4 extra minutes, because I would like to see them, like it was said there in the Twitch chat, take a little bit of time to talk some strategy. Now, we do have some interesting things. I don't know if you've been watching too much of the Twitch chat. There seems to be a lot of back and forth about which team is going to take it tonight. Very much on the Olympus has got this, but we're not going for a shutout, and it's going back and forth with the people in the Twitch chat. So that's nice to see that we have a balanced viewership tonight. That's cool.
Absolutely, and I love when people are engaged in the game. And as a caster, it is so easy just to completely lose yourself in the game. And people say, "Well, which team do you want to win?" Well, I want them both to win. If
Yes.
that was possible, I want them both to win. I want both teams to be tied all the way to the end, and then have to duke it out in overtime for 3 rounds.
That's the
That's
best.
that's what I want.
Now, as a player, that's also my favorite thing. I would rather all day long lose, like if we lose the first round, to come back in the second round and then round 3 be so close. I would rather lose by 1 goal any day than to have a shutout either direction, because those are starting to be fun. So we'll see what happens here in round 2. We will see if they made those changes or how they're going to mix things up here in round 2, as we have the neutral joust happening right now, and that is going to be Yes Mark Ramsey with that disc maintaining possession. Turn that one around and walk it right down the arena, crossing over to Corny Witch. Corny Witch, oh, nice to Wooglin. Very well connected passes. Oh, a shot, but it's not quite going to go in. It's going to be a little wide. Yes, Mark Ramsey picking that one up, getting it in as there are 3 defenders on top of them. What a save, though, by Rykena Jax, sending that disc right back down into the midfield. Dip Potato trying to get to it and is going to be successful coming out with that disc right now. Yes, Mark Ramsey definitely moving into that space, putting some pressure on, gets that disc across to Frostbite. Frostbite to Dip Potato. Dip Potato gonna lose possession, and that is gonna be Domangos making that clear, sending that disc right down into the midfield area. But Rykena Jax is bringing it back, sending that one across. Not gonna connect though, and it is anyone's disc. It's gonna be Wooglin slapping that one, but it's Frostbite who picks it up. Frostbite sending that one across to Rykena. Rykena moving right in, but it's gonna be grabbed by Corny Witch and sent right back through the midfield.
However, the stacks are already there. A little overshoot of the disc, but no, Domangos is able to grab it. It's going to send it over to Wooglin. Wooglin takes a shot, and Spatial Confusion takes the lead.
We do get nice points up on the board here. Just a minute and 15 seconds into this second round. Ooh, I'm liking what I see here in this second one for sure. We've got quite a game. I have a feeling this is going to be a long 10 minutes. Olympus coming out, grabbing that. It's going to be Maddie. Maddie quickly going to get it down to the hands of Rykena Jax as that stack moved in. Rykena down to Dip Potato. Nice connected passes coming in from Olympus right now. Dip Potato getting some pressure from Corny Witch, but going to get the disc off across to Frostbite. Frostbite is going to send it right back into the hands of Rykena. Rykena is just going to move down the arena, but Mark Ramsey moving in for sure into that space. Maddie with the disc now sends it back into the hands of Rykena again. They're really good at making space. Olympus is. They're doing a fantastic job of moving about, getting that space. Oh, no, a shot and a ding off the ring, and that is going to be right back out into the hands of Maddie.
And it is picked off by Corny, which can send out through that right tunnel. And here come those stacks. One stack overshoots, and the other stack breaks up. It's going to chase that disc. It's, yes, Mark Ramsey, but gets stunned out, and Frostbite is able to recover that disc, sending it out through that right tube. And wow, look at the stacking. It is Raikkonen going for that shot, making the shot, and we have a tie game.
Certainly do. Oh boy. Joust advantage going back over to spatial confusion. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. We have a tie. Ah, I love matches like this. Excellent, excellent, good stuff. Domingos with that disc on the Joust. Gonna quickly send it down through the tunnel. Ooh, Corny Witch able to get it across in the hands of Wooglin. Yes, Mark Ramsey doing some stun work back there. Jucifer style. Gonna stun them out. Oh, but the stack's moving in quickly, and that's gonna force a pass, and Raikkonen intercepts that, sending that disc all the way down into the bubble. I thought that was going in the goal.
It is Frostbite able to grab that disc and over to Raikkonen. Raikkonen takes a shot off the backboard into the goal, and Olympus is up by 2. And you know, you gotta love the chat. I want both teams to win, but I want this team to win more. Great sportsmanship. Out of the tubes they come. It is spatial confusion. And Mark Ramsey gets stunned out in that tunnel. Frostbite's able to send it across to Dip Potato's gonna take a long shot, but it is too high. Recovered by Dip Potato and back into the goal. Olympus is up by 4.
They are starting to inch ahead a little bit. I hope that we see some of that aggression that we saw from Spatial Confusion at the end of that last round and coming into this one. I would like to see them get that back. Right now, as they come out with the Joust advantage, it is going to be Domingos with the disc. Domingos, ooh, nice work getting that stack stunned out there in the middle of the arena as Corny Witch walking that one down, but held onto it. Oh, was able to grab it back again, though, and get it to Wooglin. But nice interception. Oh, that stack is so incredibly fast between what is that? Raikkonen and Dip Potato. Incredible stack work from them. Gonna send that disc all the way in. Gonna bounce off the shield though, and it's gonna be picked up again by Raikkonen. A ding off the ring and right back out again. They're gonna have to keep trying. Maddie gonna get that disc back to Frostbite. Frostbite just gonna hang on to it for a second. Watching everybody in the arena. Maddie back to. That's Raikkonen again getting stunned out, and the disc is stolen by, yes, Mark Ramsey. Paired up and ready to stack, but that disc is going to be a little bit high. Not going to be picked up. It is picked up now by Frostbite.
And Frostbite's going to send it over to Maddie in the bubble, over to Dip Potato, takes the shot, and 2 points. Olympus is now up by 6. Spatial confusion needs to get past this warm-up and get going because we want that round 3. And out of the tubes, they will come on the offensive Joust. Here they come. That disc is going to be grabbed by Domingos. Domingos is stacked up, it looked like, with Corny Witch. No, not Corny Witch, but past to Corny Witch. It's going to be back and forth. Oh, and the disc bounces free. It is grabbed by Dip Potato toward the goal, but not in. It's floating outside the bubble, grabbed by Frostbite. Frostbite gets stunned out, and Domingos is able to grab the disc, but stolen away by Maddie. Maddie's going to back it up and send it all the way across to Frostbite. Frostbite's up and across to Raikkonen. Raikkonen to Maddie in the goal, and now Olympus is up by 8, and we have 4 minutes remaining.
That was a beautiful play by Olympus. Their passing was really very well connected, and they did take those those extra passes right there in the bubble area, and it was very well played. Nice to see from them. If they keep that up, they're definitely gonna have a great season. Domingos with the disc right now sends that quickly down through the tunnel, coming right back though. Oh, nice grab by Corny Witch, just dropping right out of the ceiling of the arena, trying to get that one back out. This is going to be a race. Who's going to grab it first? It is going to be Corny Witch. Corny Witch going to send it back for a reset to Wooglin. Getting a lot of pressure, though. Getting that disc down, but it's coming right back again like a boomerang. Disc is right there in the bubble, trying to get to it. And it's going to be Domingos picking it up.
And Domingos is going to send it out through that mid. Corny Witch is able to grab the disc, sends it toward the goal, but the geometry gets in the way, denying that goal. However, yes, Mark Ramsey is able to grab it, take that long 3-point shot, and Spatial Confusion has 5. And yes, that was Mark Ramsey.
Yes. Who? Yes, it was Mark Ramsey. Chalice advantage going to Olympus right now. A little under 3 minutes left on the clock. Gonna grab that disc is going to be Maddie. Maddie quickly sends it down to Dip Potato. Dip Potato gonna send it all the way down, not gonna connect though, and that's gonna give Wooglin that opportunity to grab that disc, sending it right back. They are stacked and ready to go. But the stacks from Olympus are all over it. Frostbite picking that one up, turning it right back around, walking it down through the midfield, able to get that disc down the arena before she can get attacked. And that is going to be a clear out of the bubble as Maddie tries to get to it. And going to grab that one, turning it right back around again, sends it high into the hands of Frostbite. Frostbite going to send it right back. A game of catch again to Maddie. High, Maddie to Rakenna, but Rakenna gets stunned out, and the disc is stolen by Mark Ramsey, sending that one all the way down into the midfield.
It is a slow race to that floating disc. Here comes the stacks. It is Rakenna able to grab that disc, sends it out through the right side, but Wooglin is there, picks it off, and is going to bring it right back in. Wooglin's walking into that bubble, sends it across. It's going to be bouncing over to, yes, Mark Ramsey. Mark Ramsey hanging along that wall area, pass it over to Wooglin, putting the goal, and Spatial Confusion has 7 points.
They do. They are just down 1 goal now here in the second round. A minute 30 seconds left on the clock. Olympus grabbing that disc here on the joust. We will see how they respond. Maybe Spatial Confusion can get one more right now and get us a third round, or at least an OT. I don't know. We'll see. Rakenna Jax with that disc sends it across to Frostbite. Frostbite moving right into the bubble area, but getting a lot of heat from, Mark Ramsey, of course. Sending that disc right back out. Rakenna picks it up, pass it back for a reset, slow things down. They do have the clock advantage. Maddie holding on to it for just a second. They moving forward, gonna send that one into the hands of Dip Potato. Dip Potato getting leached by Mark Ramsey. Frostbite with the disc, gonna send it across, not gonna connect though, and it's right back out of the bubble.
And it is Frostbite with that disc. Definitely getting a lot of pressure over to Maddie. Maddie's going to send it back over to Frostbite. Frostbite up to Dip Potato. And Dip Potato, oh, it's stolen away by Corny Witch, who's going to send it right through the mid. And here come those stacks. They're flying across. It is Corny Witch. Corny Witch going to send it out of the bubble. Yes, Mark Ramsey takes a shot, but off the ding ring, it's up to Wooglin. Wooglin's going to take a shot. And he got the 3 points. It is a tie game. And they're going to have 10 seconds left.
So they had to walk that one out of the bubble, because if they would have shot it from in, they would have had the 2 and it would have been match. So very wise play. It worried me for just a second, but very wise play indeed to get Spatial Confusion up there with that tie. 3 seconds left. They will not get that disc all the way down into the bubble. No, they won't. And we get an OT.
It is overtime. It is sudden death. Spatial Confusion has to score first to force a round 3. This is what we want to see.
Definitely. Neutral joust once again. They've got 2 minutes. First to score wins it. Let's go. Let's see who's going to get it. It's going to be Frostbite sending that disc all the way down to the floor to Dip Potato. An open goal. Oh no, a ding off the ring, and that disc is not in. It is right back out of the bubble, and they're going to have to run quickly to get to that. It's going to be Maddie quickly getting it across the arena. Not going to connect just yet, and Frostbite does pick it up. Mark Ramsey there too. Definitely give Frostbite a run for their money as trying to get away from that one. Going to send it down across the floor. A bounce pass up to Dip Potato. Dip Potato back to the wall. It is not going to connect, and they are going to have to keep trying. They are being very persistent, though, keeping it on this end of the arena. Rakenna with the disc sends that one up to Maddie for the points, and Olympus takes the game.
They certainly do. Olympus played a great game. But Spatial Confusion also played a great game. Just a little, not quite enough. But I am impressed. These are 2 very special teams. These are 2 teams to keep an eye on.
They are definitely, and Spatial Confusion did a fantastic job of recovering for that second round. Whatever they said during the break worked. And they were definitely able to recover from that, and they played a great round. Olympus did a fantastic job. We saw their stacks coming in. Their passes were incredible, and they eased it right into the bubble every time. So very nicely done. What a great night.
Absolutely. I have had a blast casting this game, and I look forward, tomorrow night when we cast some more.
Yes, definitely.
All righty. Well, you know what? I've been Pinch Nerve. That is Jeep Girls. Well, everyone knows that. And we have H. Penny on the cameras. It has been a great night. Thank you, everyone.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we're underway.
Season 7 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, Downpour Interactive, and VRware.net.